willkommen bei einem neuen Let's Play von What Remains of Edith Finch. Ich bin gespannt. Ich sitze anscheinend hier rum und fahre mit dem Boot. Ja, prima. Gut, dann warten wir mal ab. Ja, ich bin gespannt. Ich habe es gefühlt vor einer Ewigkeit mal auf der Xbox gezockt. War von dem Spiel mega begeistert. Und weil ihr ja wisst, dass ich jetzt erst neu anfange mit Computerspielen, ist das natürlich für mich ganz cool, das auch mal so auf dem Computer zu zocken. Weil da halt einfach jetzt diese Steuerung anders ist, aber halt einfach, finde ich, so dieses Bilderlebnis halt ganz anders, ne? So, genau. Und jetzt fangen wir einfach mal an.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Okay. Ich gehe noch mal kurz in die Einstellung. Ich habe nämlich so das Gefühl, dass das ganz schön dunkel ist. Und dann würde ich die Lautstärke mal ein bisschen... Wobei, das ist eigentlich nicht so schlimm. Die Musik ist wunderschön, aber ich habe halt so immer das Gefühl, ich bin halt mega leise in den Videos. Ich muss mich da erst noch mal so ein bisschen zurechtfummeln. Ne? Gut. Dann fangen wir an. Ist jetzt heller, ne? Ja, naja. Auf jeden Fall sieht das mega geil aus, das Haus da hinten, ne?
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Mega krass. Ich weiß, ist jetzt irgendwie... Mega schön.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Kann ich die Briefe nicht mitnehmen? Also...
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Das sieht so schön aus. Wirklich. Ich stehe auf so einen Blödsinn. Mag nicht jeder, aber meins ist es voll. Dagegen... Also,
In the will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Ja, auf jeden Fall geht da drin mehr auf als in so Ballerspielen. Die sind auch mal ganz nett, ja.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoofprints.
Aber wo geht denn der andere Weg hin? Oh. Oh, guck mal, wie schön. Oh. Voll schön.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Guckt euch das Haus an. Guckt euch dieses gottverdammt gut gebaute Haus an.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
So schön.
As a child, The house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Ja, das sieht doch unheimlich. Also wenn man so ein kleines Kind ist, ist das natürlich mega unheimlich. Ne, also so hier mitten im Wald und das ist natürlich so als kleines Kind. Also ich würde mir doch in die Hosen scheißen, ganz ehrlich. Aha. Orca Island. Trotzdem hat halt so unheimlich viel Charme. Alleine dieses Haus, wie da so steht, erzählt eine
I
Geschichte.
heard something moving around in the garage.
Stimmt nur, der Strom. Ah ja,
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
aber wir haben doch einen Schlüssel. Na gut. Oh, Bücher. Kosmik. Rich Kids Kitchen. Ja,
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Ja. Ist das Angeln? Ja.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Dieses Haus, ne? Ich weiß nicht, also das wäre so voll mein Ding. So Bücher, Holz. So alles so ein bisschen shabby.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Was sind das für Geräusche? Oh, hier mag aber jemand Thunfisch
Like how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Mhm.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
Ja, aber ist doch gut. Ist doch lecker, gebratene Nudeln. Also wenn du so ein Haus hast, ne? Also natürlich aufgeräumt, aber da
The
steht
table
so.
was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Okay, das sind jetzt mittlerweile auch Maden anscheinend. Jo. Aber guck dir mal, das ist so. Das hat so Charakter.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Und der Ausblick, ne? Was denn da? War da ein Wal? Nee. Doch. So. Ne, also ich mein, der Ausblick. Alleine der Ausblick.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even
Ja.
the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Ah ja, okay. Hui. Das ist super schön gemacht. Oh, da geht mein Herz auf. Oh, das ist so schön. Der Tisch. Oh, das ist, glaube ich, so ein Spiel, wo ich die ganze Zeit nur labern werde.
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Noch ein Vogel, ein Vogel. Okay. Ich habe sowieso in 10 Minuten vergessen, wo die ganzen Vögel sind, wenn ich sie brauche. Mhm.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Wegen der Geschichte wahrscheinlich. Okay.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Ich weiß, ich muss erst unten
After
hin.
Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Okay. Mhm. So schön eigentlich, ne? Molly.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
So ein bisschen Alice im Wunderland.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
Das sieht so krass aus.
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Das ist so schön. Oh, ich hätte auch so ein Zimmer gerne gehabt als Kind.
Louis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Aber wir gehen nochmal erstmal in die andere Richtung. Ich habe ja noch gar nicht überall geguckt. Oh, ich finde das so schön. Oh, ich will auch so ein Haus. Mit so viel Geschichte. Eddie.
The last time I was in Edith Senior's room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
So schön.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Ja, kann ich verstehen. Calvin.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
So, geh noch mal kurz runter. Ich darf die Zeit noch nicht vergessen. Der Bauschaum. Die Bücher, ne? Also ganz ehrlich. Das ist so schön. Ach nee, von da kam ich.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Okay. Hätte ja sein können. So eine riesen Bibliothek. Oh, das habe ich vorhin gar nicht gesehen. da für Wissen drin steckt. Und wie viele Autoren. Also, wie viele Menschen hier eigentlich in diesen Regalen liegen, die Bücher geschrieben haben. So, ich finde, so Bücher sind so... Ja. Da wohnt halt noch der Autor drin. Deswegen ist das ganz schlimm für mich, wenn Leute Bücher einfach wegschmeißen. Oder verbrennen oder was weiß der Geier. Ganz schlimm. So was macht man nicht. Also ich zumindest nicht. Kann ja jeder halten, wie er will, aber ich finde das nicht richtig. So, jetzt gehen wir mal in den Raum. Bin ich schwanger? Sieht so aus, ne? Guck mal, sieht aus, als wäre ich schwanger. Ich kenne den Zustand, wenn man seine Füße nicht mehr sieht.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
Ja.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
So schöne Bleiglas. Ich glaube, das heißt so. Ach ja.
But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Das sieht aus wie ein Eulenzimmer. Aber das zum Beispiel gar nicht abgeschlossen. Wir kommen auch nicht rein. Das hat schon irgendwie was. Das sieht irgendwie nice aus. Molly.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Oh, der Hamster. Wo ist der Hamster?
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Huch. Das wollte ich jetzt so schnell nicht zumachen.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Voll schön, voll das Mädchen. Also übertrieben, aber... Und die Aussicht. Oh. Also an diesem Tisch hat man bestimmt auch gerne Hausaufgaben gemacht. Mit dieser Aussicht. Wobei, ich wäre wahrscheinlich gar nicht zum Hausaufgaben machen gekommen.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's going to happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. My Halloween candy was all gone. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Entschuldigung. Soll ich jetzt meinen Fisch essen, oder? Ich kann doch jetzt nicht den Fisch essen. Nein.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Wir essen den Fisch nicht. Ich würde hier nur gern weg. Schwimm mal weiter, kleiner Kollege. Was haben wir da?
I kept eating and eating.
Habe ich jetzt eine ganze Packung Zahnpasta gefressen?
I ate a lot of things that night.
Ob das so gut ist? Ist das ein Vogel? Oh, hör mal.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Hier war noch was anderes. Wir gehen erstmal zum Vogel.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her,
Oh nein.
And suddenly, I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Ah, oh Gott. Ich muss da lang.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Oh, das Vogelnest ist kaputt. Oh, ich will dich gar nicht essen.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Ich will ihn doch gar nicht essen. Okay. Bin ja eine doofe Katze.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Jetzt ja gar nicht so viel passt. Toll.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up,
Oh nein.
and suddenly I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
Kaninchen. Essen.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Das ist bestimmt schön scheiße, ne? Wenn man so ständig Hunger hat. Ich höre.
A mama rabbit.
Wieso ist denn die ganzen Muttis?
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Was? Ein Hai. Ja. Makes sense, ne?
I rolled off the cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Da ist was zu fressen. Ich sehe eine Robbe. Oder sowas in der Art.
I wanted fat, juicy seeds.
Oh Gott.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Ah, der schwimmt da, der schwimmt da. Ach, das ist so, eigentlich so völlig scheiße. Aber naja, so ist halt nur die Natur, ne? Oh, Schnucki, tut mir leid.
Grabbed on tight. And when I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Hä, was bin ich denn jetzt?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh weia, jetzt habe ich mich erschrocken, obwohl ich wusste, es passiert. And now? Habe ich jetzt den Mensch gefressen? Einfach so?
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Ich schreck mich bestimmt gleich wieder. Junge.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. Across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Okay.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Nein, jetzt bin ich in meinem Klo. Ich habe mich selbst gefressen.
I got closer and closer.
Habe ich jetzt meinen Hamster gegessen oder was habe ich gegessen?
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Okay.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
Voll schön. Also ich meine, eigentlich ist es total voll gebabbelt, ne? Aber ich finde da
Edie knit
trotzdem...
me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Ja.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Und Sauerstoffgerät? Ach, kick
The
an.
room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house. Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Ja, ich glaube auch. Ach, guck mal. 1937.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Oh Gott, wie plüschig. Oh Gott, wie sich das wohl anfühlt, wenn man hier vom Baden oder Duschen rauskommt und diesen komischen Teppich und dieses Klo.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Ja, genau, das, was man braucht.
It was a pretty big trace.
Ja. Ah, guck mal da.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Ach, wie krass. Wie geil. Oh, eine alte Dingsbums hier. Wie nennt man denn das? Hier so, wo man Fotos
Sven gave
entwickelt.
Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Oh, wie schön. Krass. So diese alte Technik, ne? Selfies, siehst du, das war damals schon früher in. So, und da die Selfies. Ja, ja. Von wegen eine Neuzeitsache. Die haben schon früher die alten gehabt. Milton. Alter, wie krass eigentlich die Zimmer alle so verbunden sind, ne? Voll schön. Oh, ich will gar nicht aufhören, aber ich muss gleich aufhören. Wahrscheinlich. Ach so. Voll krass, voll schön. Ach so, ich muss da.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't.
Mir wird ganz schwindelig.
I
Wirklich.
think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Oh, ich ahne es. Ich ahne es doch schlimm.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Ey, was wir uns manchmal
I
als
told him
Kinder...
going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
I'm not going to tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up.
Oh nein, oh nein, oh nein, oh nein.
Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Nein.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Alter. Oh, Gänsehaut.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Genau. Mensch, geh zu. Aber wirklich, ne? Wie spät ist denn das? Ich muss mal kurz auf die Uhr gucken. Naja, ein paar Minuten habe ich noch. So, dann gucken wir mal weiter. Aber wirklich, ne? Wer hat das als Kind nicht
After
versucht,
the
sich...
funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Ich möchte auch so ein Haus bauen.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Da gehe ich da weiter.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Rausgucken kann ich nicht. Nee.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break. She'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned.
Okay.
So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Hier, prima.
She reached for the music box.
Muss ich das jetzt machen? Nee.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh, ich will da nicht. Ja, genau, die Halloween-Musik. Prima Idee. Ich muss doch bestimmt gleich schreien und wegrennen und überhaupt.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Kann man hier nirgendwo Lichter machen?
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Oh Gott, die Kreissäge. Euer Scheiß Ernst? Oh Gott, gleich ein bisschen.
Finch rattled and grew still.
Psst.
Oh dear!
Alter, willst du mich verarschen?
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Und wieder Halloween. Den kann ich dich schlägst. Ich weiß es. Ein bisschen ernster. Oh, Alter, schreck mich doch nicht so. Ich scheiß mir gleich in die Hosen. Wo muss ich eigentlich hin?
Walter, are you there?
Hallo.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Oh Gott! Da muss ich das jetzt spielen.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's got to be another way out of here.
Not. She played her part beautifully.
What the fuck?
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Wie komme ich denn jetzt hier? Ach, da. Der steht doch gleich auf, der Idiot. Kennt man doch aus jedem scheiß Horrorfilm. Ja, ist gut. Geh mal runter hier. Genau. Hieß weg. Genau, der Klassiker.
She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Oh Gott.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
What the fuck? So ein Scheiß.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick. He disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
So, und dann geht's das nächste Mal weiter. Genau. Ich sag erstmal Tschüss und freue mich, wenn wir uns dann später wiedersehen. Bei der nächsten Folge von What Remains of Edith Finch. Genau. Bis dann. Ciao.